But we are tracking some of the big swings in the energy market this morning, and that is where we're beginning our show here. We've seen natural gas sliding after Russia's state-owned Gazprom said the Nord Stream pipeline, a critical supply route for Europe, would remain closed indefinitely, citing maintenance issues. Meanwhile, Brent crude also falling despite a surprise outcut, or falling because of a surprise output cut from OPEC. This amid ongoing concerns over demand destruction and lockdowns in China. Joining us for more on all the energy moves today, Yahoo Finance's Ines Ferré. This is all news that came out on Monday. Obviously, the market's playing a bit of catch up today.
Yeah, that's right. And we are really seeing a sort of economic war between Europe and Russia because of that pipeline that you were just mentioning. Russia won't reopen that pipeline unless sanctions against Russia are lifted. So, of course, this is making the energy crisis even worse when it comes to Russia. You also have a headline coming out of OPEC Plus of a production cut of 100,000 barrels per day. This is a little bit more symbolic than anything else. It is a little bit of a snub towards Europe and also President Biden. But look, if Russia falls into a recession, and there are many experts that say that Russia is already in a recession, well, if it does, then OPEC Plus would be to blame for not increasing production, and also Russia because of this natural gas issue. Now, of course, also, if Europeans are paying sky-high prices for their energy and for their food, then you can expect that they're not paying for discretionary items. So this would impact China and Chinese goods. So oil demand will come down. It would be demand destruction, really, if Europe goes into a full-blown recession.
Well, and you mentioned, the potential snub to the administration. Obviously, when they increased the output last month, it was sort of seen as sort of a, hey, the White House, after the visit to Saudi Arabia, we've sort of listened to you. But there are questions as well about whether, in fact, is OPEC seeing what's on the horizon here, to your point about demand destruction because of what's been playing out of China. We've seen some big currency moves on the back of this as well, particularly in the euro.
Yeah, that's right. We are seeing the euro sliding against the dollar. So let me pull up on our Wi-Fi interactive board. We've got the U.S. dollar against other currencies. You can see actually on the upper left, you've got the Japanese yen falling against the U.S. dollar. Said otherwise, the U.S. dollar at 20-year highs against the Japanese yen. And you've also got the U.S. dollar against the euro higher as well. The euro is at a 20-year low against the U.S. dollar. I'm actually going to pull up a year-to-date chart so you can see the moves in the currencies. The upper left is the Argentine peso. You've got the yen, the British pound. Look, when you have a U.S. dollar that is very strong, this hurts emerging markets. It hurts countries that have their debt in dollars. It hurts also the U.S. multinationals that sell their services and their products abroad because it makes those services and products more expensive abroad. So we are seeing these very multi-decade levels for the U.S. dollar against these other currencies.
Yeah, those currency headwinds, something we've heard from so many companies warning about that. We'll continue to watch it. Thanks so much for that, Ines.